Goon International College has existed as a server since its foundation on January 15th, 2024. Since that day, many new faces have joined the server, and therefore a lot of memories have been created. However, Goon International College also carries a rich history behind its creation, and many facts that range from widely known to being so obscure that nobody but a small selection of members are aware of their existence. In order to gather the most significant of these facts and demonstrate their levels of obscurity, the GIC iceberg has been created. It is divided into 6 different layers that each house multiple entries that categorize them by their obscurity level, with the very top being the least obscure and the very bottom being the most obscure. In order to properly go over each entry and explain them, this documentary has been created. Without further ado, let's dive into exploring the GIC iceberg. Layer 1. Layer 1 is the least obscure layer of the iceberg, housing facts that are so accessible that anybody who just joined GIC can easily find this information. Huge Bat's face. Huge Bat's face was leaked by a picture on accident and has ever since been face swapped to hell and making him GIC's mascot. Huge Bat's face is now plastered all over GIC, and it is incredibly easy to come by. He's been face swapped so many times that it's created a false sense of how he actually looks. Mango Lord in GIC. Mango Lord has been recruited into GIC by Huge Bat after a certain type soul gank, and he joined. It is in fact the real Mango Lord. Rolling Thunder. GIC's, and by extension, Inilax's unofficial Arcane Odyssey guild. The Clover's Invasion. A lot of new members joined, and because of a Discord feature, it shows a clover on their profile, therefore painting them as a clover. New members are often hated on by old members as a joke agenda of sorts. GIC Brainrot. GIC Brainrot is a video made by Ini, with more to come promised. It's based on various GIC inside jokes, so it's hard to describe it in words. Here's a clip of it. Super Unk. Super Unk is the oldest member of GIC, being 27 years old as of the time of writing. He's most famous for this fact, amongst many others. Kareem's laugh. Kareem's laugh is an iconic laugh of the member known as Kareem or Goon Professor. Here's what it sounds like. Feet Fair. A channel in GIC where members can share pictures of their feet. The user Goon Professor is banned from this channel. Type Soul Ganks. GIC members used to frequently gank in the game known as Type Soul, most commonly in the in-game areas like Waco Mundo and Karakurata. This is partly how GIC has gained a large following of members during its earlier times, therefore why Type Soul is largely affiliated with GIC. AI Face Swap. Members of GIC often use an AI to face swap the face of members who posted their face reveals in GIC with various pictures, producing hilarious results in the process. It is extremely easy to come across various face swaps of GIC members. Most active face swapper as of the time of writing is Shmeb, also known as Shmebster. The GIC Slanders. The GIC Slanders are a series of videos by the GIC community that jokingly slander its members through the usage of inside jokes while layering them over various edits. They're published by the GIC community as it's a series that doesn't necessarily belong to one person, and anybody willing can create them to contribute. Layer 2. Layer 2 contains facts which are still very widespread, but you would have to dig through GIC's message history to actually find them. Altair and Nadim's meet up. On a certain day, Altair and Nadim met up in real life. Altair kept driving Nadim around on a car through the London highways. They streamed it partly in GIC voice chat. Night News. A series of news that Knight is responsible for making. Notorious for the episode that Knight promised with him rating music taste that he still hasn't released 2 months after as of the time of writing. Gift Fair and GICification thread. Gift Fair is a channel in GIC where users can share gifts with each other. The thing this channel is known for is a thread inside it called GICification, where people share images of GIC members' faces face swapped onto various pictures for comedic purposes. GIC alignment chart and member tier list. GIC alignment chart and the GIC member tier list are 2 pictures collectively created by the GIC members' discussion. They aim to rank every GIC member by various criteria. The alignment chart presenting how they correlate to the character alignment chart, while the tier list rates them on a ranking of tiers. At least 60 terabyte. At least 60 terabyte refers to this image sent by Marcel in the Mudai channel. It had been pinned because of how funny it is and has been this way for a while, oftentimes being referred to during various jokes outside of Mudai. Unfortunately, after a certain incident in GIC, the 29th of November, this message had to be unpinned in order to make the face of GIC look better. Katana Zero. Katana Zero is a game created by Akisoft and published by Developer Digital. In GIC, there were game nights when this game was streamed by a few members. Katana Zero became a short trend of sorts in GIC because of this. It is also generally an amazing game. Labubu Chime. One night, HugeBat, Soul, and other members went to a server known as KBBQ or Korean Barbecue in order to screen share HugeBat playing Deep Woken Chime with Labubu Funk playing in the background as a joke. Unleashed. A server notorious for having members who are insufferable to deal with. Fuck with Rock, Rosie, and Addy, also known as Abdi, are from this server alongside a few others. Batty Boys. Batty Boys is a server which was connected to GIC later. The two are similar, however, Batty Boys is more of a group chat than a server. It predates GIC, being made in 2023. Phonebot. This entry refers to numerous user phone bots that have been invited into GIC. A user phone bot is a Discord bot that lets your server talk to other servers through itself. GIC being notorious for trolling members through this bot and playing pranks by saying outrageous things to people on the receiving end. These actions resulted in GIC being banned on at least 2 different user phone bots. It is believed that for various reasons, there is no longer a functional user phone bot left in GIC as of the time of writing. Gassy Marcel. This refers to the times the member known as Marcel started moaning in VC after eating a lot of oranges, being incredibly distracting. Nobody asked him to do this, and this went on for a painfully long time. Driving streams refers to the various times a bunch of GIC members streamed themselves driving while in voice chat. HugeBat didn't kill himself. HugeBat didn't kill himself is a meme comparing HugeBat himself to the likes of Jeffrey Epstein. The meme Epstein didn't kill himself stemming from the very poor job of hiding the fact that they most likely killed him. Carnage refers to the times GIC hosted game nights on the Roblox game known as Carnage. It is a social deduction game where you have to eliminate other members with various methods and participate in a class trial afterwards to mislead the others away from you if you're a killer, or work together with others to find the true culprit if you are innocent. GIC members are known for trolling and being horrible at forging murders on this game, with there being clips floating around in GIC of its members doing exactly that. One time, when GIC members played Carnage together in a private lobby, their very first game resulted in all the murders being exclusively suicides, most commonly by exploding themselves on a C4. Huge Bat is also notorious for having horrible aim. Huge Bat is also notorious for having horrible aim on this game. Missing a target that was moving in a trajectory of a straight line with a shotgun and accidentally killing another member in the process. Renting a family and girlfriend in Japan. Renting a family and girlfriend in Japan refers to the video now taken down of an Indian man walking around on the streets of Japan with a hired Japanese woman and her family. They discuss various things about Japan, after which the video ends. The video also had a ridiculous thumbnail while it was still on YouTube. This video has cultural significance in GIC, there being not only face swaps of several GIC members plastered on the thumbnail, but there was also a watch party where GIC members watched the actual video full in voice chat. A famous clip comes from this watch party where several GIC members used a soundboard to react to the lines that were said in the video. Now, of course, as we know, Indian men are said to have the best education. October 29th. October 29th is a tragic day in GIC's history where the general chat was talking about nothing more than grapes and collection points. Altair's classmates also saw a snippet of GIC's general chat on his phone while the members were talking about vile topics such as cyberpunk, causing Altair to be misjudged. The GIC Minecraft server.
The Minecraft server entry refers to the Minecraft server hosted by GIC numerous times. Despite a fair share of people participating, the server quickly lost activity due to various reasons and died within a few days. This happened again several times.
Type Soul Battlegrounds. Type Soul Battlegrounds refers to a time when the Roblox game Type Soul was shut down for maintenance for several months on end, with a big content update promised. During this off time, an unofficial game known as Type Soul Battlegrounds has been created, where people could freely use abilities from the main game and fight each other without having to work to obtain them. GIC members frequented this game during the off time of GIC in order to hone their combat skills for when the Type Soul opened again, as there was not much else to do collectively. The Purple Poo-Poo Shit Voodoo Lightning Magic Curse. The Purple Poo-Poo Shit Voodoo Lightning Magic Curse was a meme during the times of full release Arcane Odyssey. Its origin came from the time Goon Professor, Inni, and Huge Bat were in VC talking about the in-game character known as Durza and what powers his son would inherit, as curse users in Arcane Odyssey inherit the powers of their parents. Inni replying with Purple Poo-Poo Shit Voodoo Lightning Magic. Altair Karaoke. A popular clip of Altair being forced to sing a song on his birthday. Commonly mistaken with the song It's Been So Long by the Living Tombstone, this actual song is Right Now by Akon. Tina Sozoze, a girl that GIC members used to harass on Type Soul. GG's Gank 1 XX Phasing Bacon XX refers to a chain of messages sent by GIC members in the Type Soul Discord after a Type Soul gank. Several GIC members pinged one of the people they were killing in the process, with the same message pasted at almost the exact same time. Layer 3.
A video file.
Oh my god! Layer 3 contains facts that not many people are aware about, containing facts that only active members of GIC would know, as well as events that happen on very specific days. It is hard to know about these facts if you weren't there when it happened. The Nigger Killer 2000 refers to a deadly trap created on the Roblox game Party Chaos, which is a remake of the popular game Ultimate Chicken Horse. This trap was impossible to escape and essentially was spawn killing as concrete as it could get. The trap has been created accidentally through a collective effort of the players, reinforcing itself even more after GIFs of it have been created and spread afterwards, being labeled as such through a caption on one of the GIFs. Ronaldo Clicker. This entry refers to when the member known as Altair went unresponsive in the voice chat after a full night of humiliation, opening a game called Ronaldo Clicker and playing it in order to lower his cortisol as he was playing the game. He was narrating every single thing he did in PC without care for what the other members were saying. This gone on for a terribly long time. Multiple innies refers to the time when a group of GIC members edited their Discord profiles to portray the user inni for no particular reason. They have created various mock versions of the original user, such as evil inni, good inni, malicious inni, also portraying the Discord bot used to speak in the voice chat that was titled Inni's Voice Box a short time after. Those same members, including Inni, portraying the user Zach instead, as it was his birthday during the time. Genre AI refers to a popular chatbot site that has gained itself a reputation in GIC through Goon Professor and HugeBat. Memes in it are known as Tearful Alham Boss 123 Eve, a certain shark bot that says I'm not your nigga, and several others. There's also a chatbot that exists on the site that is a mock version of the user known as Altair, although it is currently unavailable to the public. Encroft. Encroft refers to the person who used to be a member of GIC in the past. People in GIC met him on Type Soul and have invited him to join the server. He is currently not in the server as he was removed from GIC due to the majority of people finding him irritating. Rail. Rail is a problematic user responsible for bringing together some of the members and several members in the past. Voxel Blade. Voxel Blade is a Roblox game that is most known for being played by HugeBat and Zach. Its cultural significance is reinforced because of various facts related to HugeBat. Grade 4. Grade 4 refers to a screenshot taken out of context by the user HugeBat, portraying him as a collection points lover. HugeBat Skinwalker refers to a photo taken of HugeBat that was taken during one of the streams when he had his camera on in voice chat. It is incredibly pixelated due to Discord video's bitrate, which in turn morphed the photo and made HugeBat's face unrecognizable, altering his facial features. Chum Showdown Tournament. The whole event was hosted by Zach in collaboration with one of Chum Showdown's developers, putting 20,000 Robux on the line as the prize. The event had brackets and has gathered an incredibly large amount of active people in the voice chat the whole time. The winner of this event is Altair, coming into first place against the overwhelming odds and incredibly skilled players on an underutilized ability known as Anubis. While the entire tournament has been incredibly fun to watch and participate in, it's also hosted some battles between people like HugeBat and Kareem, who were horrible at the game compared to other, more skilled players. This event is believed to be one of the best things to happen to GIC. The Those Who Know chart. Found in Arcane Odyssey, the Those Who Know chart was a mythical chart, memed for its similarity in name to the Those Who Know Me. Evil Bad refers to a former GIC member that had a bunch of drama surrounding her. She was met on Type Soul by the GIC members before the creation of the server, and is the reason the member known as Yaso was introduced to GIC. She is negatively viewed by a portion of the server's members. One day, she quit GIC with no reason for it provided, refusing to give any answers when contacted by some GIC members later. There hasn't been any new information about her since then. GIC tag creation. At some point, GIC has amassed enough boosts as a Discord server in order for the staff to create an official GIC tag. This event has been celebrated in GIC as a moment of unity amongst its members. Inflated Femboy role. A notorious ancient role passed around many GIC members for various reasons, most commonly humiliation. The moderator roster of GIC quite frequently switches around several reasons, and some people who get the role use the opportunity to give someone they know this role. Yasoban. On the 29th of November, a tragic incident has happened inside of the server. One of the members, Yaso, had his account banned by Discord after posting questionable content in the general chat. This was server-wide and has resulted in GIC being put on lockdown in order to monitor the situation, with majority of the members having to leave out of fear of being chase banned by Discord. An investigation has also been performed that day by a few GIC members, which revealed that Yasol's message was reported by someone inside of GIC. This event has led to the creation of several GIC backup servers in case something happens to the main one. Despite being tragic, this event is placed so high in the iceberg as a lot of members still remember it and occasionally mention it, as this event was server-wide. Altair retirement. This refers to a part of the second GIC slam, which was created in collaboration by Ini and Altair, where Altair mentions how he is retiring from Discord at the very end of the video. Despite the words, Altair has never done so as far as the time of writing, and in reality, it was clarified by Altair that he meant he will be retiring during the second year of his education in university, which was not stated in the slander, as the message left by him is incredibly vague. GIC family. This refers to a day which is otherwise known as the GIC inbreeding day, with the members using a Discord bot known as the family bot in order to add each other to their family trees. This sparked the creation of two trees, the Soul tree, which is led by the member known as Soul, and the Ini tree, which is led by the member known as Ini. A lot of other GIC members are part of either the first tree or the second tree. Indirectly, this also led to a political war of comedic nature that happened inside of GIC between the two family trees, with its heads aiming to create the best tree possible in GIC, but was settled after a while. Wordle Addicts GC refers to a group chat between Zach, Layla, Ini, Hugebat, and Kareem where its members play Wordle. As of the time of writing, it has a 51-day streak. The Flam incident. Flam was a member of GIC who was most known for often talking about questionable topics. One day, him and a few other members played a game called Street Shenanigans, which led to internal drama that resulted in Flam blocking the member known as Seal and leaving the server, blocking contact with a lot of other members of GIC as a result. This is referred to as the Flam incident by the people of GIC. Hybrid Cafe Hobos. Hybrid Cafe is a game that GIC occasionally used to play during the game nights. In Hybrid Cafe, you work as a cafe barista that is responsible for making drinks and serving them with treats, with the goal being to serve as many correct orders as possible. Some customers in Hybrid Cafe are not customers you serve drinks to, instead of being homeless men aimed to disrupt your business's workflow. The way to deal with them is to smack them with a broomstick, which will turn the homeless men into ragdolls that you can pick up and manipulate. These hobos are known for being picked up and swayed back and forth by GIC members in order to imitate sexual acts, with the common phrase to label this being relieving some stress. Layer 4. Layer 4 hosts information which only the oldest GIC members know of, or are incredibly obscure and unspoken about events. The Unseen Blade. Unseen Blade Core is a move that Type Soul Battlegrounds players can use in combat, which puts the players involved with this move into a short cutscene. This move is notorious for being spammed by Altair on the Type Soul Battlegrounds game, while other people were fighting, not only disrupting their flow of combat as a result, also hitting the wrong target almost every single time, most famously Hugebat. This created a tradition of Unseen Blade support among the people in GIC that play Type Soul, where they'd intentionally hit their ally with this move while they're fighting, or their enemy into a chain of Unseen Blades, collectively hitting them with this move over and over in a row. A video has also been made by Ini to capture the moment that birthed this tradition. January 21st. On the 21st of January, GIC members found a server full of girls on one of the Discord user phone bots, with the girls sending an invite link to their own server. After joining that server, GIC members have discovered that their server is full of vile porn, as well as certain illegal material, causing the people who join to leave instantly and never join or mention this ever again. Dollhouse RP. Dollhouse RP is a social hangout game that is notorious for hosting very weird kinds of people. A few GIC members have played it on some game nights, messing around with people that play it. KPPQ raids. A Discord server that GIC has raided, not in the illegal way, as a joke on a few nights, doing various things in the process. I want her to wet refers to a message sent by HugeBat which utilizes Voxel Blade's game terms that unintentionally ended up sounding very stupid. In reality, HugeBat is asking another player of Voxel Blade to trade him a shard which has the modifiers of Pardoned and Wet. GIC Fem Day. Around 18th of September 2025, it has been decided amongst some GIC members to host the GIC Fem Day, where members have to put on female profile pictures for an entire day. Ray Baby. Ray was a member associated with GIC members before even its creation, who was a part of GIC for a short time. Ray was banned from GIC due to internal trauma reasons. One day, she accidentally sent her face to someone from GIC, which resulted in her picture having a baby face filter applied to it using AI, earning the result the name Pretty Baby. Tuck. Yet another one of the people affiliated with GIC before it was created. He's mostly known for being a femboy and constantly being jokingly harassed by Soul. One day, Soul asked Tuck to send him his feet, and Tuck actually complied, albeit making it look really stupid. Serena. Serena is a person that joined GIC's unofficial depoking guild and tried to catfish a member of GIC known as Zach. This event has a very long history connected to it, but Serena was apparently top 215 depoken at the time and coincidentally a friend of 5 years of another GIC member known as Marcel. Solaris, GIC's unofficial type soul clan. Despite not exactly being owned by GIC, two members of GIC held high-ranking positions within it, being somewhat of co-leaders. As a result, mostly everyone who played Type Soul in GIC consisted in this clan, and joined its Discord server, basically infiltrating its ranks. At some point, even the person who was the original owner of the clan and had access to an admin panel in Type Soul joined GIC. Demonfall GC. Before the creation of GIC, a group chat for the Roblox game Demonfall has been created among a few of GIC's old members. It consists of HugeBat, Halim, Derp, Gotingo, and Soul. They also used a game called Ponytown. Call of the Envoy. The Call of the Envoy is HugeBat graduation. There is a picture in GIC that HugeBat posted of himself during his school graduation. It has been used to make AI face swaps of him a few times. Rogue Lineage Manivars. Hanazeve, a member of GIC, has a friend who used to make NSFW custom manivars for a Roblox game called Rogue Lineage. They were shared by Hanazeve with a few GIC members. The Jamie Incident refers to a time a GIC member known as Zutron got close to a member of Solaris known as Jamie. The incident lies in the time Zutron matched profile pictures with her, and a group of GIC members found the matching profile pictures set they used and all put on Jamie's part while all being in a voice chat to mock the situation as a sort of joke. The act was never meant to leave GIC, but upon the suggestion, a person from that voice chat sent a screenshot of its members all wearing Jamie's half of the matching profile picture and sent it to the real Jamie. This caused a large amount of misunderstanding with the parties involved and largely upset Zutron. Derp vs. Halim. One day, there was a drama between the owner of the Demonfall group chat and its member Derp. As a result, the owner kicked everyone but Gotingo and HugeBat from the group chat and deleted shortly after. The reason for this is believed to be the fact that Derp was not replying to the group chat's owner. Layer 5. Layer 5 has information which is inaccessible to the majority of GIC members, and only the founding members of GIC are aware about. The information either predates the existence of GIC, as in server age, or is so obscure that the numbers of people who know about it never go above a single digit. Pseudonym. This entry dates way before GIC's creation. It refers to the name of the Type Soul clan that the founding members of GIC used to be in, being owned by the same person who owned the Demonfall GC. It was originally called Intercourse, but had to be renamed, as one day one of its members, Gotingo, got jailed by the Type Soul game moderators for having an inappropriate name. Mugen. In the group chat with GIC's founding members, not to be confused with the Demon Fall group chat, Innie used to stream a game called Mugen to the group chat's members in order to make various anime characters fight each other in tournaments. This was one of the group chat's most recurring events. Magia Negra. Magia Negra refers to a gift that indirectly caused the Great Departure. At some point, the original group chat was made into a server instead of house more people. It was spammed in that server in response to the owner's messages, causing the owner to kick the one responsible for doing so. This resulted in the creation of another group chat with the kicked member and a few others titled Magia Negra, which is the GIF's caption, with that same GIF as the group chat's profile picture to be created, where the rest of the events would unfold. The slander part 1 and part 2 refers to a series of videos made by Innie that jokingly slanders the members of the original group chat, similarly to the GIC slanders. This is some of Innie's first work and some of his best according to HugeBat's opinion. The Great Departure refers to a tragic event that happened among the founding members of GIC. The owner of the original group chat server and rest of its members split apart due to large amounts of internal drama, therefore being titled The Great Departure. It is unclear what the server owner went on to do after that, but the rest of the members went on to create a group chat on their own, which had later developed into its own server, which is now known as GIC. Batmania refers to numerous group chats that were created by Evil Bat in order to play Type Soul Clan Wars with her friend Boblin, HugeBat, and Innie. The existence of these group chats is not very known. Marius and Gay Marius. Marius was one of the members of the original Type Soul group chat before GIC's creation. Gay Marius refers to a message he sent to HugeBat with a wager to suck his dick if people were to manage to crack the remake of the game Like a Dragon Ishin, with HugeBat promising that otherwise if nobody manages to do it. This wager still remains unfulfilled from either party's side. The Executioner. The Executioner is Luxurious Feet HD. Refers to the notification that one of the members of the original group chat received. At the time, the group chat got titled Luxurious Feet HD as a joke. One of its members, Heckle, had notifications on, and when he opened his phone, the notification said, "New message from Luxurious Feet HD," which his friend saw on his phone. Serial Killer GIF refers to a speech bubble GIF that HugeBat spammed in response to the original group chat's owner. This frequently pissed the owner off and caused HugeBat to be kicked from the group chat several times, further reinforcing the GIF's experience. When the GIF resurfaced in GIC around the time of face swapping became popular, HugeBat face got face swapped onto it. Innie Lax 2. Innie Lax 2 is a mysterious Roblox account found by Innie that is not actually tied to Innie in any way. It has only played Arcane Odyssey and has since not unlocked any other badges. The owner of it still remains unknown. Soul Team 6. Soul Team 6 is a picture taken by the owner of the original group chat, featuring 6 members of the original group chat posting in Waco Mundo after a Type Soul ganking session. The ganking session in question was one of the most memorable nights of the original group chat. Why it was called Soul Team 6 is unknown at the time. There were actually around 7 members that played Type Soul, meaning that it doesn't include the group chat's full roster at the time. Hand jobs are my life. One of the first pins in the original group chat server, it's a picture of a Croatian shoe polish master with a caption that expresses his love for his craft. However, he put it as "hand jobs are my life," giving it an incredibly misleading nature. Clyde. Clyde was an interactive Discord bot that utilized OpenAI's API to generate responses that you could talk to while inside Discord group chat or server. It gained a notorious reputation in the group chat, as whenever someone talked to Clyde, the group chat would amass hundreds of notifications, falsely leading its members to believe that there were 2 signs of activity in the group chat, when in reality it was just one guy. Memes were also created about this in the original GC to mock the situation. Alham1234/ Alham1234/ is Mentally deranged homies. Mentally deranged homies is what the original GC was called for the majority of its existence. Its roster fluctuated as members were often being swapped in and out of the GC due to inactivity or other reasons. But the main members involved were Halim, Inni, Hugebat, Marius, Edim, Hanaziv, Gotingo, and Marcel, and a member known as Isa. The D&D campaign. There were rumors of a D&D campaign flowing around in the original GC for a while after Inni suggested it and promised to make one. It took months before anything remote to a D&D campaign ever touched the GC. And when it finally happened, it was a session between Inni, Halim, Marius, Isa, and Hugebat, with Inni as the dungeon master and the rest of the players. The session was incredibly unpolished and lacked proper structure, and the members never gathered to play it again afterwards. The session ended stopping up on a bandit encounter, which was referenced as one of the jokes in the second part of the original style. Why is there a hole in my underwear? This entry refers to a message sent by Inni in the group chat. The message is of a joking nature and was saved in the original server in a channel called Hard Images. Isa and voice messages. Isa was one of the main members of the original group chat. It was hard to describe what he was most known for, but it to some degree involved posts of questionable nature. He'd occasionally send voice messages into the group chat, most of which would get pinned. One of his most famous voice messages was him narrating an incredibly long copy pasta about wanting to impregnate Hu Tao from the game Genshin Impact. Fire Puncher. Fire Puncher was one of the names that a certain member of the original group chat went by. The name he was most commonly known by is believed to be Gazelle as of the time of writing this. Nobody truly remembers. Gazelle was a person that the original group chat's owner confused for someone else when he first contacted him and decided to invite him into the group chat. Gazelle was inactive and uncomfortable with being joked around with whenever it happened. At some point later, Gazelle ended up leaving the group chat. Sometime later, while in a voice call in the group chat, its members accidentally found Gazelle's Instagram account that contained multiple pictures of him cross-dressing as various anime girls and femboys. Hu Tao Feet Flag. An image and later a GIF that was incredibly spread around the original group chat's members. It was initially posted in the original group chat and since then has followed the group chat's members through multiple iterations of its life and into the expansion of the original group chat into a server, where it has become a sticker. Later, the user known as Inni generated a GIF of a flag waving with that image plastered over it. Layer 6. Layer 6 is dedicated to just one entry, which is a specific message sent in the original server. The message. The message is believed to be the reason why GIC plays Type Soul. On the 4th of July, 2023, Inni suggested Halim in the original server that they play a game called Type Soul together. It was somewhat new at the time and having finally opened to the public for the first time not too long ago. After that, almost every member of the original server has joined in on playing Type Soul, and many founding members of GIC, Edim and Hanaziv, have been met and joined the server. Type Soul has since then basically ingrained itself into the cultural significance of the server and has carried itself through the group chat's history until this very moment. It is believed that if Inni hadn't suggested Halim to play Type Soul together that night, GIC would not be the same as it is today. Okay, let's see what you got. Purple people should do like magic. The purple poo-poo voodoo shit. I have to say this with a fucking straight face, bro. Purple poo-poo voodoo shit lightning magic curse.
Impossible challenge.
I didn't even start. I just thought about saying it. Okay. I can do this, Kareem. I can do this. The purple. Bro.
Lock in.
I can't. You try and say purple poo-poo voodoo shit. Okay, let's do this. Let's lock in. The purple poo-poo voodoo Okay, Kareem. It's not
You
that.
have more progress.
It's not that funny, Kareem. You can do this. I can't even start. Okay, Kareem. Lock in. 3, 2, 1. The purple poo-poo shit voodoo lightning magic curse. The purple poo. I did the title. That's progress. Okay, good progress. 3, 2, 1, go. The purple poo-poo shit voodoo lightning magic curse. Any replying with purple poo-poo shit voodoo lightning magic. Oh my god! Bro, hardest part of the list done, bro.
A link.
Hardest part of the fucking list done. Oh my god. Layer 3.
A video file.
Oh my god!
LMFAO.
Lock in layers 3. A video file! The those who know chart. Okay. Wait. What did you want me to voice over again? You said you wanted me to voice over something after I was done with the voiceover.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Think the Live once again. Thank you for all of you viewers who have watched my previous and current videos. And now, I'm going to be doing my light Yagami on, re-audition. Okay, here goes. I am light Yagami. I am Kira, and I'm going to kill all the criminals in this world. I am justice.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No.
Emoji cry.
Yeah, no. Not happening, bro.
I am Kira. I am light Yagami.
Misa use the Shinigami eyes to find out El's name. I'm not doing that, bro. Like, what? I am Kira. No, I'm good. GIC family. This entry refers to a day which is known as the GIC Inbreeding Day, with the members of Mugen. Is that a dot? Oh, it gets me because the Mugen has a dot, and I think it's the end of the sentence. Okay, hold up. Mugen. In the group chat, to the group chat's members. In the group chat. I hate myself. In the group chat with G. Why am I eating? In the group chat with GIC's founding members, not to be confused with the Demon Fall group chat, Ini used to stream a game called Mugen. I'm editing that dog out. I'm editing that fucking dot out, bro. Ronaldo cooker. This entry refers to a game when the member known as Altair went unresponsive in the voice chat after a full night of humiliation. My monitor just died. This resulted in the creation of another group chat with the kicked members. Motherfucker! This wager still remains, Inni? Still remains? What were you thinking? What was going through your mind? I'm gonna die. Collide was a Discord feature that was active during the time of the original G's Later, the user known as Inni generated a oh my god, I meant. Why is there a hole in my underwear? No. I veto that one. I veto that one. You can't use that. Oh my god, my butt feels weird, bro. What did you do to it? Iso. Yeah. I farted. Just thought you wanted to know.
Oh my god. This is gonna be hell for you to edit. I'm gonna be real with you, bro.